So the first thing I want you to write down, please, and thank you, is the calculator steps for clearing your calculator's memory. That's what I have over here. So it's second plus 712. That will clear the memory for your calculator. Please write that down. So if there's any weird window or someone got you stuck in stat plot and you don't want to be in stat plot, that's what you got to do. Second plus 712. What? That won't clear the settings on the calculator. Can you please clear now the settings on the calculator by pushing second plus 712? Okay.
Done.
Thank you. All right, next we're going to write down some calculator steps. We're going to write them all down now so I don't have to flip back and forth, because during the first hour when I had to flip back and forth, it was really awkward. So number 1, we're going to graph both equations in y equals. Number 2, we're going to have to hit second and then trace and go to the calculate menu. Number 3, we're going to hit 5 for intersection. Do you guys remember when we found the max and min and the zeros in unit 5? Okay, we're going to go to that same menu again, but this time we're going to pick intersection because we want where they cross. Number 4, we'll use the left and right arrow keys and then select our curves. We'll hit enter to select each curve. Number 6, we'll use the left and right arrow keys again to move our cursor to guess where our intersection is. And then we'll hit enter to select each. Okay, did I give you enough time? Bro, you should be writing this down. Okay. Cool. All right, let's try number 1. All right, we have to put these in the calculator to solve the system of equations. We're going to sketch a complete graph, and we're going to state the window dimensions. So to put these both in y equals, what do we have to do first? All right, let's set the phone. Okay, I'm going crazy. All right, let's put the first one in the calculator. Okay, so go to y equals. Clear out anything in there. Oh, I forgot to clear my memory. Second plus 712. Okay. All right, go to y equals. Put in negative x squared. Is it plus 3x plus 1? Plus 3x plus 1. Okay, can we put in the next one? Why not? Yeah, it's got an 8 in front of the y. So what are we going to have to do to both sides? Yeah, divide by 8. So I'm going to have to divide this side by 8 and this side by 8. So now I have y equals, not 24, 3x minus 1. That's my second equation. So put that in, 3x minus 1. Now I need a picture of it. So I'm going to go to graph.
It hits twice.
It does hit twice, so I'm going to have to find those locations. Do you see that these are not really going to be pretty? These are going to be a little bit nasty. Okay, they're not hitting on intersecting grid lines. Does everybody see that? So I'm going to use the calculator steps to get exact answers. First, let's draw a picture. Okay, I'm going to draw in my axes. Here's my x-axis. Here's my y-axis. Draw in my parabola. Okay, draw in my line. Okay, so we just reset the memories on our calculators, so we should have the standard window right now. We can check to verify our window by hitting the little window button. And it says that our x values go from -10 to +10, and our y values go from -10 to +10. So that's what goes in this fun little x. -10 to +10, and -10 to +10. Okay, now we're gonna do our calculator steps. You ready? Okay. On my calculator, I'm gonna go to second trace to the calculate menu. Instead of picking zeros or max or min, I'm gonna pick number 5, intersect. Now your calculator is running the same program no matter how many equations you put in y equals, okay? It lets you put in more than one at a time, but it still needs you to tell it which two to find the intersection for. So even though there are only 2 that we have in there, your calculator still wants you to say, okay, this one and this one, find the intersection. So it's asking you to select your first curve, and it should be on the parabola right now. So I'm going to hit enter for my parabola. And now I'm on my red line. You see how my cursor moved? So now I'm going to say, yes, second curve should be the red line, enter. Okay, now it's asking for a guess. So the calculator is going to give me a different answer if I move my cursor over here and guess, as opposed to over here and guess. Does everybody see what I mean? So you're going to have to use the left and right arrow keys to move to the intersection that you want to find and enter on that guess. So you should get -1.414, -5.243. So we're going to do 3 decimal places, and we're going to round using rounding rules. So for 414, I stay on the 4 because the 2 is little. On 242, I'm going to stay on round up to 243 because the 6 is big. Everybody know how to do rounding? So 5 and up, we round up. 4 or below, we stay on the floor. Okay. There's like a rhyme, but I forgot the rhyme. I used to know it when I taught pre-algebra, but now I forgot it. All right, so it was -1.414, comma, -5.243. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, we're labeling it down here, so we don't need to label it again up here. Just leave the picture as is. Remember that you want 3 places after decimal. Okay, now we got to find the other one, so we'll do it again. Go back to my calculator, second trace, go to 5, intersect, Now, it's kind of hard to see which curve I'm on, but you can tell by the color down here that I'm on the blue. So blue is my first one, red is my second. I can just hit enter as long as it changes color. Okay, now I want to arrow over to my second intersection and hit enter for the guess. Okay, this time I got 1.414 and 3.243. 1.414, whoops, that was wrong. 414, 3.243. Questions? Say about this is, let's say on the calculator, I forget that I have to do second trace and I just do trace. Okay, it will let me arrow along my curve and I can get pretty close to my intersection, but this is a bad estimate. This is not an exact answer. So if you don't follow the calculator steps, then you haven't learned what I've shown you today, and I can't give you points for that. You won't get any points. Does that make sense? You have to go to the calculate menu. So second trace. Questions? Okay, cool. Let's try another one. So my other one is x squared plus 4x plus 10. Oops. Oh my gosh. I'm all over the place. Plus 10. All right, what about my second one? I have to divide because, again, I have a coefficient in front of y. So I'm going to divide by 5, divide by 5, and I get y equals negative 2x plus what? 7. Thank you. So negative 2x plus 7. Let's go to the graph. Okay, we can only actually see where they cross one time, right? But, like, I can tell that these are going to cross again, right? It's like right up there. I can see it's going to happen like right up there. Everybody see what I'm talking about? Like, I know there's another one. So I can't just write this one because it's the only one I see. I have to find the other one. So I'm going to need to see more of the graph, right? So my question is, do I want to see more of the x's in the positive direction, more x's in the negative direction, more y's in the positive direction, or more y's in the negative direction? Yeah, so I'm going to have to change my y max, okay? All of our windows pretty much have been like 10, negative 10, 10, negative 10, 10. We're changing that today. Today's the day. We're going to mess with the window. So we go to the window. We're going to change our y max. I've made it 30 all day. 30's worked pretty good. Can we do 30? We can do 30. If you make it 20, it'll still work. Your graph will just look a little bit different than mine. Graph. And bada bing, bada boom, I can see my whole thing. I can see where they both intersect. Now, when I draw this, notice that my x-axis is not in the middle anymore, right? Because I'm going to negative 10 here, but I'm going to positive 30 in the y direction. So it should only be like a fourth of the way instead of a half. So I'm going to draw my axes. Okay. Draw my parabola. Can the clicking stop? Draw my line. How did I do? Not bad. Not bad. All right, let's talk about what goes on the little X over here.
It goes -10, 10, 30.
Okay, so in the Y direction, we have -10 down here and then +30. You're correct. Okay, now we're going to do the calculator steps again and find the intersections. All right, so we do second trace. We go to 5, intersect. First curve, I want my blue parabola. Second curve, enter on my red line. Now I want to guess. Guys, I'm going to start with my far left one because I always list my points going from my X's going from most negative to most positive. So I'm going to arrow all the way over to my left intersection. Okay, I'm getting -5.449 and 17.899. Good? Okay, I'm going to find the other one. Back to my calculator. I got to go to the menu again. Second trace takes me to the calculate menu. 5, intersection. Okay, first curve, I'm on my blue. Enter. Second curve, I'm on my red line. Enter. Now I'm going to arrow over to my other intersection. Pew, 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 pew. Oops, too far. And then guess where they intersect. I'm getting -0.551, 8.101. I forgot already. 551. 8.101. Anybody need help with the calculator steps? Okay, that's it.